there an area in your life in which you have held yourself back because of a past callous comment or question, or some situation that you felt was unfair, something that wounded you deeply or just put you in a headspace of feeling like you don't want to venture into that area anymore? Became afraid to try. Well, hi, I'm Laura with Shine After 50. Today we're going to look at what specific area in your life have you allowed yourself to be held back because of a particular negative experience. And then two, we're going to look at how that has affected you over time, specifically how that has affected you. What was the incident? What area of the life in your life did this occur? How has that held you back? And then finally, how you can move forward. And the overall significator for this reading is the Fool card. Fool card is the overarching theme for this reading because the Fool represents the beginning of a new journey. He is stepping out. And so I would also say that how can you move forward from stumbling in the past to stepping out in the future in an area that you may be surprised to learn that you may feel empowered, you may feel emboldened, you just may feel like you're having fun. And this 3-card reading also relates to the earlier video, the video that I produced earlier this week about when I spoke of a specific situation in my past as a college freshman that held me back in a way from enjoying myself more, taking dance classes, until actually enjoying a dance class last week. So you can go and look here if you haven't seen that video yet. Going to lower the camera just so you can see me shuffling the cards. So again, the first card is going to represent what type of wound is this for the viewer. Is this in your body, mind, spirit? What's the nature of this wound? Card number 2, how has this affected you over your life? And card number 3, what would happen if you decided to, jumper card here, what would happen if you decided to just ignore that and step out like the Fool? All right, I'm going to lay the cards out. And we will turn them over. Card number 1, what area of your life has been especially affected by something in the past? We have the 8 of Cups reversed. I'll raise the camera again so I'm not talking into the void here. All right. This suggests, the 8 of Cups reversed suggests that since cups relate to the emotions and feelings and relationships, there has been an area of your life in which you felt at some point that maybe there was someone who abandoned you. They went off, especially if it was a breakup or a divorce or some kind of rift. It could be a friendship where this person said, no, I'm out of here, I'm moving forward. They're in search of something else. Perhaps they felt they could find something better. And this just left you feeling such a void, so empty, as we see in that space between the 2 goblets, the cups. And it was something that cut very deeply, as indicated by the reverse card. So think about that. What area of your life, what type of relationship that from your past deeply wounded you? And just keep that in mind. And then we'll see, how has this affected you over time? Well, we have the Star card reversed. Now that's interesting, as the theme of this channel is shine and shine after 50, and also the song Shining Star. What's happened is that when the Star card is reversed, it's a situation in which the person is flowing out in a deep, heartfelt way. They are giving of themselves, they're illuminating things. Well, this particular situation in which you were hurt in some way, whether it was a breakup, a friendship, rift, etc., family rift, took the shine out of your star. You turned within, and so you retreated. That's how it's affected you. And let me know if that makes sense. I welcome your comments. And then finally, If you decided to just let this go, ignore it, well, not that totally ignore it, but realize that perhaps, if you've had time to grieve it, you've had time to process it, it's time to move forward as the Fool. Step out. What would happen if you decided to step out? Well, we have here the Two of Wands, and the wands, of course, relate to passion and purpose and power. And in this particular image, we see this merchant atop most likely a castle, and he has this panoramic view of the valley below him. And he has the globe in one hand. He is a visionary person, so he's thinking of how he can move forward. And it's a very global vision. It's a mighty vision. It's a big vision. Given that's reversed, and also note he has this red cloak, which to me always represents passion, that if you decided to, you've processed the grief, hopefully, or gotten help doing that, processed the emotions, decided, okay, you can move forward from this point on. Then what's going to happen, the seeds of this won't be immediately apparent, but you are going to create a strong internal passion that's going to move you forward ultimately. It starts inside, so you're not going to see immediate results, but you're going to be well grounded in having a new vision for your life, as this merchant has a vision, but it starts inside. Everything, there's so many books called From Inside Out. I have several in my collection, and Lee Miltier wrote one. She's written a lot of motivational, inspirational books. Success is an inside job. Everything has to start from the inside out. And there's another book I have about everything has to start from the inside out. So if you decide it's time to turn things around, instead of dimming your star, allow it to shine. You're going to create a strong internal vision of where you can go next. And this is going to be deeply rooted inside yourself. That is going to be the key benefit. Once you let the past go. I hope this reading has been helpful for you. I also want to remind you that I do private readings, and you can find information about that in the show notes. And if you have any other questions, comments, also I welcome your feedback. I would like any suggestions you may have for readings. I'm doing this now based on the Shine After 50 reading videos of the week, but I'm also open to your suggestions. I want this to be an interactive situation and channel. Until next time, remember, illumine your mind, inspire your life with tarot, and step out as the Fool does.